Hey Captain Beefheart fans, where I'm coming to is Carrolside Avenue, 123 Carrolside Avenue, to the childhood home of Don Van Vliet, known as Captain Beefheart. He was good friends with Frank Zappa, and believe it or not, Frank Zappa, Captain Beefheart hung out here in the 1960s, well actually to the late 50s. And here we come up to the childhood home of Don Van Vliet, Captain Beefheart. Sue, get me a Pepsi. Sue, get me a Pepsi. Can you believe it? Look at this mess right here, folks, where Frank Zappa and Don Van Vliet hung out. Listen to Delta Blues, Chicago Blues. That was the thing that brought them together, that mutual interest. And how funny that they both ended up making the same type of innovative avant-garde music. His album Trout Mask Replica is regarded as the 58th greatest album of all time in Rolling Stone magazine. Can you believe it? And he never even charted any of his albums. And getting back to Frank Zappa, the only album that charted was Freak Out, and that made it to 130 on the charts. Getting back to Don Vliet, he was a child prodigy. He was an artist. He was a sculptor. He was a little genius, and his parents discouraged him from taking a lot of scholarships to travel the world and study marble sculpturing in Europe. And he was forever embittered. But luckily, when they moved him here, he found his interest in Delta Blues, Sunhouse Blues, and he met a fellow that was in the same vein, same interest of music, Frank Zappa, who ended up recording a lot of his albums later on in life. And it was a very mutual contributing partnership. And I think it was just as tantamount to Paul and John and Arthur Lee and Johnny Eccles, one of those rare combinations that came together serendipitously. Getting back to Captain Beefheart, he died at 69, and he died in, I think, let me see here, I wrote it down somewhere. While he died, he was 69 years old. At least he made it that far. And Frank Zappa died at 52 in 1993. And his band, getting back to Don Vliet, his band was called the Magic Band, and he had a lot of different band members that were part of that group, but due to his type of behavior, his dictatorial attitude, a lot of those guys just got frustrated and quit his group, so he was constantly changing. His first album was Safe as Milk, 1967, and like I said, it failed to chart, never made it to the charts. And actually, the earliest known recording of Don Vliet was made by Frank Zappa, and it was called Lost in a Whirlpool. Can you believe it? He recorded them back in the late 50s. And those two guys are regarded as the most innovative, avant-garde, futuristic type of musicians of the 20th century. And one more quote I like of Captain Beefheart, along with Sue, get me a Pepsi, is if you want to be a different fish, you've got to jump out of the school. And that's exactly what Captain Beefheart, Don Van Vliet, was, a different fish. He lived here with his mother and father. He didn't have any siblings. They treated him like the child prodigy he was. They spoiled him. He lived here with his girlfriend, and his aunt and uncle lived across the street, I guess over here in this house, for what that's worth. And so it's amazing that he lived a couple of blocks away from where Frank Zappa grew up, and they both went to Antelope Valley High School. And okay, and another thing, he did die December 17th, 2010, at 69 years old. And what a hell of a place for two musicians to grow up in this Mojave Desert with all the dust storms and windstorms. And it's bad now. I could imagine back in the late 50s. Okay, and that mailbox right there, man, I bet you Don Vliet used to get his mail out of that, because I looked sure from that time. And check out that bat. Maybe they even know that Don Vliet lived here. And there's a black widow on that thing, man. Can you believe it? So that's pretty avant-garde, huh? They must know. Maybe even the family lives here, the extended family. Who knows? But man, what a dump. Okay, thanks a lot. Please subscribe to my channel, and hope you enjoyed this little vignette of 1960s rock and roll history.